Let's get this show on the road, Libra. It's June 2025. Thanks for joining me. And thanks for your patience last month. I injured myself, pretending to be 30 years younger than I am. But I'm back again here. I've got the chart for your sun sign. If you know your moon sign or your rising sign, you can apply some of what I'm saying here. But this month is like shaking hands with gloves made of glass. This is the relationship sector in which Saturn and Neptune have just moved into. Your partnerships are going to be tested for structure. The flimsy ones are just going to fracture and break, but the strong ones are going to evolve right now. So you have to analyze, contemplate, think seriously about your relationships, because there comes a point where the passion subsides and it moves to a more responsible type of arrangement, and endurance becomes more important than the excitement. That's the message of Saturn in this specific transit, which is going to last about 2.5 years, Neptune a lot longer. Keep your eye here on the transit of the moon, which is going to make a full moon aspect here from your third house of communication. So I guess this partnerships, relationship, marriage theme is going to rest very strongly, as all relationships do, on this basis of communication. How good, bad, or indifferent. Here it is here on the 11th, moving through your third house. Third house is Sagittarius. Your commitments right now, if you're entering into them, remember they are karmic contracts, and what you say yes to now carries long-term consequences. Superficial attractions are going to subside. If you've been going through those one-night stands and you're at that age where you've been partying, clubbing, and you're looking for something more serious, well, Saturn is the planet that does that. The difficulty you have is with this Saturn-Neptune conjunction, which is really at odds. Neptune is the planet of idealism, whereas Saturn is the planet of pragmatism, concretization. Things can get intense when the moon passes through the sign where Pluto is transiting, as you can see around the 15th. That is rather intense, obsessive, compulsive. You need to be careful that you don't allow your genuine emotional nature to become overpowering. You'll start to see which people in your life are genuine, which people reflect the values that you're looking for. I missed that transit there. Mars had been moving through your 11th house of friendships, another form of relationships, and that you can see is also going to be challenged by this transit of Saturn and Neptune in your 7th house. 7th house is not just your one-on-one committed relationships, it's just also the way you interact with people generally. So it's an important transition for you. Mars will move to the 12th house. Mars is the ruler of this 7th house. So here we see a pulling back also indicated by the ruler of your relationships. 12th house is isolation, deep inner contemplation. This is a real rethink about your relationships. And that 12th house has to do with old wounds, has to do with trust issues in the past. And that sort of stuff may start to rear its head during this transit of Mars. So there's a double whammy here impacting you. If you're single, you may feel a little bit lonely, but this is a call to wholeness. It's not a curse. You have to embrace it, as I've said many times before. A great old master of mine in India, a guy by the name of Agni Sharma, brilliant astrologer, 85 years old in the shade, said to me, if you work with Saturn, as difficult and obstructive as it may be, it will bless you. So don't pull back from this. Embrace it and see where it takes you. Relationship boundaries will sharpen. And you see here the new moon in the 10th house around the 25th is going to bring the spotlight into the workplace. So those relationships are also under the microscope. You don't seek a savior now, you become your own, and you have to meet others as your equal. That's the only way you're going to make these transits work for you. As far as your work is concerned, it is a phase that is finishing, a new phase beginning, a new chapter opening, opportunities in work. But again, it all rests on the way in which you negotiate with others and the way in which you conduct yourself in those relationships. Pop on over, there's more. I've written up a page on each star sign, including Libra, on what's happening with Saturn. An adjunct to what I've been saying here today, I think you'll find it most fascinating. Lots of other free stuff there. I'm here available if you need to avail yourself of my services. 43 years at your service. Drop me a line, I'm more than happy to help you. Please subscribe, it helps the channel. And I look forward to your company again next month. Take care, bye-bye.